Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel, Digi here. So today I have a special interview with my good friend Shiro Lee, 1029. Shiro is a southern streamer with a heart of gold who's all about building a welcoming and supportive community on Twitch. She's not just a gamer, she's someone who genuinely cares about her viewers, making sure everyone feels heard and appreciated. Whether she's playing cozy games like Stardew Valley or interacting with her chat, Shiro's goal is to spread smiles and positivity. So before we dive in, I also wanted to make a quick disclosure. I do some editing work for Shiro, and it's been amazing to see her passion for streaming up close. Just wanted to clear out the air of that. So aside from that, sit back, relax, and get ready to be inspired by Shiro's journey. Enjoy the video.
I am currently eating a tomato and mayo sandwich, and I'm just living my best life right now, thinking about my childhood.
What does that remind you of your childhood?
So I'm from a southern state called North Carolina, and when I went swimming when I was a little girl, my mama always fixed up quick snacks, and her favorite one to fix up was the tomato and mayonnaise sandwich. So after I got out of the pool, where it was hot outside, and we were outside at all, during the summertime, she'll make a tomato mayonnaise sandwich with some sour cream and onion chips. And it's hot outside, and I have tomatoes, and I got mayo, and I got some sour cream and onion chips.
Oh, cool. Is that like a southern thing, or is that just you and your family thing?
It's a southern thing.
Really?
And a lot of pepper. You have to put a lot of pepper on it.
Yeah, you guys like to put pepper on everything. Just has a kick to it.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I gotta
Oh, yeah.
say, what I've always wanted to try out is southern fried chicken. I've never had it, so I don't know. I also want to try out like barbecue and ribs. I'm like a huge fan of that, but I've never gone to the South. So the most southern state that I've gone, and this is an exception, is Florida, but it's Disney. It's like that doesn't count.
I don't even think it's Florida, the southern state.
Yeah, it's weird. Florida is I don't know. It's Florida. It's weird.
It has some southern parts, but it's just not. It's not Texas. It's not Tennessee. It's not North Carolina. You know.
Yeah, it's absolutely different. That's why I've never been to a southern state per se. That I just kind of felt like, oh yeah, this is the South. So I've never been, and also the Midwest as well. I've always wanted to go there.
So the Ohio brothers that made their first airplane, the guys who made the airplane first.
You mean the Wright
They're
brothers?
from yeah, the Wright brothers.
Oh, okay.
They were from Ohio, and they came over to North Carolina, and so that makes North Carolina the first in-flight state.
Oh yeah, it's on your license plate. I've seen that.
Mm-hmm.
You guys are way too passive drivers. When I see somebody in New York City with a North Carolina plate, I'm like, what are you doing here, dude? This is not your city. You have to be aggressive.
Yeah, we are too kind. We are too nice.
Yes, you are. Southern hospitality. It's weird because a family member of mine, he went on vacation to, I think, North Carolina or South Carolina. I forgot. But definitely it's weird for them because you guys like to talk. And I'm not saying this is a bad thing. But
No, we're talking.
yeah, but so if you're at the grocery store and you're just buying gummy bears, they will stop you to talk about life and this and that, and it's weird. It's really weird. And I mean, I don't know if you've been to this area, New York and New Jersey.
No.
No, we're rude as fuck, and we want things now. We want things quick. We're not bad people. It's just that in a way we don't care about your life. You do you, have fun, be Shiro, that's great, but I need to get somewhere right now, so I don't need to hear your story. That's
Exactly. Yeah, I get it.
that's basically the attitude that you have in New York and New Jersey.
So in North Carolina too, we're at a four-way. Let's say you pull up to a four-way and there's no traffic lights and it's just stop sign. If the person in front of you needs another minute, they'll go ahead and motion you to go, even though they're right away.
Yep, not gonna happen here. As soon as
but-
as soon as that light turns green, man, the second they just start honking at you. Oof,
Oh,
rough.
I'm like, go ahead, honey. You're good. You're good. You look like you're in a rush. Go right ahead.
Everybody's on a rush. Yeah, absolutely. Hey guys, welcome to the channel, and I'm here with my good friend Shiro Lee, 1029. She's a gamer and a streamer. She mainly plays Stardew Valley and Left 4 Dead. Say hello, Shiro.
Hi.
All right, so let's get into it. So I'd like to start off with a simple why question. Why streaming? Why did you get into it?
So, originally, I started streaming 8 years ago underneath a different username, which I will not release. And it was because I was watching. So, it originally started with YouTube. I saw one of my favorite YouTubers at the time. I was a child. It was a Minecraft YouTuber, which I would not also announce that. He got me onto Twitch because he was streaming on Twitch and I wanted to watch him live. And then I stayed on Twitch and I got into the music community. Now I don't play guitars, now I don't play music, I just enjoy music. And I came across a Twitch streamer. At the time, his name was Lieutenant Chicken. And he did a lot of music and I wanted to stream. He also plays scary games, and it kind of inspired me to start my own stream. So I hopped on my PS4 with my dad, parental guidance at the time, and I streamed. And then I stopped for many years. I had stuff going on, obviously, teenager years, high school, and then just a couple months ago, I got into a work environment, and one of my coworkers was a streamer, and it got me thinking I want to get back into that. So I got back into it recently because of a coworker at my previous job.
Cool. So how does that compare to when you were young and you did the streaming because you saw the Minecraft stuff or the music stuff, and now full blown adult, you're doing this on your own. Technically, you're creating your business, from scratch. How is that different for you now?
So back then, I already had a community I was in. So I had many people watching me back then. It was easy. I didn't have any affiliations or whatever it's called, affiliate thing. So I wasn't earning any money at the time, which I'm not really here for the money. I'm here to have a community and, make friends.
Sure.
But it was different when I was younger compared to now. Now I can say what I want, stream what I want, do what I want underneath the Twitch guidelines. And I have to build my community by scratch now, and it's wonderful seeing new people pop in and talking to them and getting to know more folks here and there. The biggest difference is me really understanding how to talk to people now with all the experience I've had during my life between me being younger to a full-blown adult now.
Got it. Okay. So then when you're interacting with streamers, with chatters, I mean, people in the chat, how is your interaction now with them? Do you feel wiser? Do you feel way more nervous when you talk to them? Do you feel overwhelmed? Like, how do you feel?
Usually I get on an average to 1 to 2 to 3 people. I don't feel as nervous. I just read their question or read what they say, and I just respond how I feel fit. I did have a big stream a couple of days ago where I had about 100 people watching me, and that did get overwhelming. But what I did to make that feeling go away is play a game where I can interact with my chat and I can read chat more and not, play a game and then look at chat and I already missed 100 messages. So when I have a bigger stream like that, I'll try to find ways to engage with them so I can also pay attention to them, because I never want anybody feeling like I'm ignoring them, because I hate that.
Oh, so how did that happen? How did you get 100 out of the blue?
So there was this YouTuber, his name is Crank Gameplays, but his real name is Ethan Nestor. So he was doing a subathon for 17 days, nonstop. And if you don't know what a subathon is, just to briefly explain it, basically you set a set time for 24 hours, and if you get subs, the time goes up. And your stream ends when that timer hits 0. Basically. His timer hit 0. 24 hours later, people were still in the chat, and he had a Discord. He has a Discord, and I messaged in the Discord about self promo, and I said I'm streaming if you guys want to hang over here and have a little community set base over here, and just because everybody's so used to watching somebody for 17 days straight, so I understand how frustrating that is.
Yeah.
And then those people came to my Twitch, and then they told people in the other Twitch tab that I'm streaming, and then it got crazy.
Really?
it got crazy. I had many people watching me. My chat was flying, and I was just like, I feel like I have 20,000 people in here.
So I mean, you were streaming, you were doing your thing, and what happened when you saw that number go up? Did your heart just skip a beat, and you're like, oh my god, what do I do? What did you just?
No, I was more worried that I want to be able to read everybody's messages. I was like, I want to make sure nobody felt ignored. Now, if they're talking amongst themselves, fair, that's fine.
Yeah.
But if they're asking me questions or they're trying to engage with what I'm doing, I didn't want them to feel like I'm ignoring them, because I've been in chats, I've been in streams where people have 112 or 200 people or even 22, and I get ignored, and I feel like it's disrespectful in my way. But I can understand if you're having 2.4K people in your flash is trying, your chat is just flying. I can get that. But if you're able to sit there and read and it's not that crazy, you should be able to look at almost everybody's messages. You might miss one here and there, and I probably did myself, but I made sure to do something I can interact with people that were watching me. So I played Fall Guys. I played Phasmophobia with them. I even pulled up the paint on the windows and I played Hangman with them and tic-tac-toe. It was fun. And then I pulled up this game called Hidden Lands, and it's basically you spot the difference on the two islands, and I made chat just tell me what they see different. And it was fun. I read the chat. I could see what people were talking about. It was more controlled for me, where I know, okay, no one's really going to ask me anything. They're just going to have to interact with this, and it's going to be fun for them. So next time when I stream, they're most likely going to come back here knowing I interact with people. And I think the next time I stream, I had about a good 10 people come back out of 100, which is great.
Yeah, it's a 10% retention. That's good. That's awesome.
Yeah, and I made $7 that stream, which grateful. I don't need the money, but I'm grateful for it, and it just shows me people want to support me, which is wonderful.
Hey, you can get those $7 taken out of bank and just put it right on your wall as a reminder. My first $7.
Exactly.
No, it's special, because even if it's 1 plus chatter or 2 or 100, you get that feeling. You want to interact. You want to give them the world, and so at least for me, it feels overwhelming sometimes, but it seems like you handled it pretty well. So let's say that you would prefer to have those spontaneous moments of just having a raid of so many people at the same time so you can just do something different and sporadic, or do you like to be more under control? You like things to kind of go your way?
I would say I would like if I had more people watching me, because it's more fun to stream. That day I streamed for 8 hours because I had people spamming in my chat, and I felt more engaged to stream. I felt more happy to stream. Yes, I love when I have 1 or 2 people loyally watching me. That's wonderful, yes, but sometimes those people got to walk away and do something. I can't really say much. It's hard for me to seem entertaining when I have nothing to really go off of. But having people chat with me and I can talk back to them, it's great. I love it, and I don't need their money. Just being there and letting me interact with you is the best thing I could really ask for as being somewhat of a new streamer.
So in terms of like personal growth, I mean, having all of these ups and downs, I'm guessing, there's disappointments, there's high moments, like these 100 streamers talking to you, chatting, how has that helped you grow personally?
I do feel like I have had growth more with the interactive chat I had. People are now in my Discord, and I can ask my followers, what game would you guys like to see me play? Would you like an interactive game? Would you like me to play a scary game? Would you like me to play a calm game? What are you guys feeling tonight? I don't know how to explain it. I just love having a community I can talk to that responds to me.
Of course.
I don't know how to explain it more than that.
No, that's pretty clear cut. So, I mean, how do you go about, and I'm not asking here for industry secrets, but how does it work for you to just find and connect with people? Like, does it come easy for you just finding new people and talking to them?
No, no, it doesn't. So I have a little trick. Basically, I love watching people stream, obviously. And when I go to their Twitch, I want to give them my support and then later on raid them with rather one, two, or 100 people that I have. And then they get to know me, and then hopefully I'll be able to collab with them, and maybe our communities can collide together and become one. Like as many people as I would love to collab with, they don't have the time or they want to, which is fine. But getting people not to recognize I'm a streamer, but recognize that I want to befriend them
Yeah.
is it can be very difficult sometimes for that. But I already have a couple people that know of me, and I never go in there announcing, "Hey, I'm a streamer, follow me." Hey, I don't do that. I'm like, "Hey, I like your content. I like what you do. Would you like to collab one day? Maybe have a stream together." And I'm hoping maybe one day me and another person that's a small streamer can both grow from that.
In terms of like support, like how has this helped you emotionally? Has it gotten you through tough times? Is it a support system for you, or this is just purely a hobby and nothing else to it?
I would say sometimes when I'm feeling lonely, I'll go ahead and click that start streaming button. I haven't used it as coping. Supporting, it can be one, but I usually do this for a hobby and just to have time fly by and, talk to people and what I can do. But I wouldn't say I'm using this for, hey, I'm feeling down, let me stream. Because I feel like if I'm feeling down and I start streaming, my emotions is going to affect on other people. And I don't want other people being sad. So I try to make sure I'm in a good mindset
Yeah,
before I stream.
got it. Yeah, you don't want that to just pass over through the screen and then people kind of feel that the vibe is kind of off.
Exactly.
Oh, that makes sense. So, do you have like a goal, or you could say, if I'm being a little dramatic, a dream of where you want to take the streaming or the community, like all of this stuff?
I just want people to know who Shiro Lee is, and if you're entertained with me, come by, come hang out. Um, I my goals is just to have my name known, just hopefully not in a negative light. I know not everybody's gonna like me, which is fine. Um, but I just, me personally, I just want to help as many people as I can smile. If you're having a rough day and you see my name, you can come in, you can talk to me, message me, or you'll have a good smile at least once. I just want to help as many people as I can. And that's always been my motto for everything, even job interviews. I've even said that part.
So that's kind of your ideal in life, just wanting to help.
I just want to help.
So with that, is there like a specific project or idea that you're passionate about that you want to do with all of this?
I don't have any big projects right now in my head. Um, just I'm on my first step. Stream, get my name known, and then I'm sure I'll have some projects ahead. I mean, when I if this ever happens, if I become somewhat famous, definitely get some merch out or something, or get something people be happy with. But right now, I'm just clicking start stream, having some fun, telling everybody hope they have a great day, and just end stream.
It's funny.
That's
It's funny though, because when you updated your avatar, I've never seen you so giddy and happy on it. You definitely like love to, what is it, to just cater that brand that you're creating. Like you just got so excited when you had your little pumpkins on your head and all that stuff.
yes,
So
I love my pumpkin ears.
I can definitely tell that that is your passion, and definitely doing like merch, like, imagining a type of Shiro type of plushie. I know that you would just go head over
Right?
heels with that.
And I'll definitely have to ask the creator, the artist who made this. Her name is Alune, because she's the one that made this. She's the one that made my original one. Um if there anybody that ever sees the pumpkin ears, that's my fall edition. I know it's August, whatever. It's fall to me, okay? But um, I I want to. I definitely have to ask her because she's the one that made this, and she's also the one that made yours, Digi. And so
Yep.
she's a wonderful artist, and I adore her so much. And anybody listening to this now, definitely look up Alune Arts if you feel like going streaming on Twitch and you want a PNG. It does cost some money, but it's worth it. She'll be able to adjust it however you like or please. She's technically the face of Shiro. Just a voice.
Yeah, so I mean, you just connected with her randomly, or it was like a friend of a friend type of connection?
Randomly, so I looked up on, so when I want to start Twitch, I was like, I want to have a PNG. I looked it up on Google. I looked up literally purple PNGs. I found this, and it linked me to her Etsy, and I scrolled through it, and I just found the perfect one.
Oh, awesome. So, do you think that if you're starting a Twitch channel, and do you think that one of the main things that you should do is like set your brand, or define it? Because just turning on a screen and streaming something and putting on your microphone, do you think that's enough, or is it good to have a face at least associated with it?
If you're starting out and you have somewhat money, get a theme going on. My theme's purple. I love purple. Purple's my thing. Get a theme. If you don't have any money, just go ahead and turn your mic on. Make sure you have a appropriate, rememberable username, and just do what you can do. I remember when I was on the PS4, I had a different username, which I'm not going to say.
Mm-hmm.
And I just turned my stream on and I played, and my friends came by and watched. Now I had to think more into it. I have adult money now. I'm an adult. I earn money.
Yeah.
I was like, I want a theme. I want something that catches people's eye. So I need borders. I need a little PNG because VTubers are being very popular. I will love to turn on my camera whenever somebody, or when I have a lot of people that's ready for a face reveal, which is not right now. I don't feel like it's time. I feel like my voice and my PNG is just enough. Will I ever do a face reveal? I don't know. I do have a reward system on it just in case if anybody wants to, but let me actually look at that and see how much that costs. I think that's my most expensive. Yeah, it's 89,000.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Face reveal.
Well, guys, rack up those points to see if you can get that face reveal then.
You never know. I might do a subathon. You might be able to.
So you mentioned that subathon. If you had the chance to actually collaborate with a developer or a streamer, like who would it be? Would it be with this gentleman that did it recently?
Oh, if I had a chance to do it with anybody ever?
Yeah.
Oh, Jacksepticeye all the way. Oh, I love Jacksepticeye. Oh, he's ADHD like me. We have the same personality aspects. He seems like a amazing person to collab with. I love him very dearly. But if it's somebody I personally know, I'll definitely pick Ratmost. She's one of my favorites. If not her, maybe I forgot her full username, but her name is Zoe.
Mm-hmm.
I would do one with her because she's more laid back in Stardew Valley, and I love to do one with her. But if I had to pick anybody and I had the chance 100%, it would be Jacksepticeye. 100%.
Do you think that having a collaborator will help your ADHD control?
Oh, no, definitely not. We'll definitely both ADHD together. Oh, no, we'll be chaotic.
It would be all over the place. How is it that how can you handle the chat, the game, trying to do everything at the same time with the ADHD?
That's the fun thing about ADHD. You do everything all at once. Rather you do it right or wrong, you still try.
It's funny though, because I've been trying to do that, and it is complicated because you're looking at the game, specifically if you're doing something like Elden Ring, you're doing something that really requires your attention, but in the corner of your eye, you see that little chat pop up, go up, shifting up, and you're like, oh my God, I'm getting something, but at the same time, I can't leave this, and so you're trying to just kind of like break your eyes into two.
Yeah, that's why I try to play some games that's not going to take 100% of my attention.
Yeah.
If I know I'm going to have a chill stream, or if I know I'm not going to pay much attention in chat, I will let them know or put it in my stream title. I would let something or somebody know, like, hey, I am playing this very intensive game right now. I'm probably not going to look at chat 100% of the time, but I promise I'll try my best to read your comments when I have the chance.
Got it. Um, and so, talking about with chat and specifically certain users, have you ever had somebody go to you personally, meaning through DMs, and just say, "Hey, your community really has changed me. I'm really happy to be here. Like, this is an awesome vibe. I like your personality. I like your brand."
No, I had somewhat of that from that subathon guy. There was one person, and she really, really liked me, and she really likes my stream. She says she's my fan now.
Oh,
She messages me here and there, and she says I'm her favorite streamer. But I
wow.
don't know her age, so it could just be. I'm not going that far, but I don't know if she means it or she's being nice. But I've had her personally say that, like
Well,
on chat.
well, I mean, if they're going out of their way to just say, "Hey, I really like you," I mean,
Hmm.
it's not necessary for you to say that.
Well, as a Southern girl, if someone says "bless your heart," do you think that's a good thing or a bad thing?
Oh, they said, "Bless your heart."
No, I'm just saying you personally. If someone ever says "bless your heart," do you think it's a good thing or do you think it's a bad thing?
I've heard that that's a bad thing. That's passive
It's a
aggressive.
bad thing, right? So if someone says, "Hey, I really like you, great streamer," I don't know if they're doing it to make me feel better, or they're genuinely mean that, and that's just me being Southern. It's hard for me to really know what's real, what's fake. But if she says it, I'm a believer.
Oh, I gotta tell you, that's a thing. It's called imposter syndrome. So you are, you know, you're feeling in a certain way, and this is me thinking that, like, you can't believe that this is happening to you. Like, really, this one person is actually saying that I'm really good at this, or I really like them, and most of the time, genuinely, it is true. There's no reason why they have to go out of their way to keep telling you you're great, you're awesome, I like you. I mean, the only times I've had that is when you have spammers that say, "Hey, you do a great stream. How's about you contract me so I can make your banner?" That's
Hey,
the
give me your money.
exactly that's the only times that I've had people like, "Hey, how's it going, man? You're so cool. You're awesome." And I'm like, "Okay, here we go. What do you need? What do you need? How much? How?"
Yeah, like sure, you totally watched my stream before. Yeah, go ahead. What do you
Yeah,
want?
you're number one fan, absolutely. But in this case, they're just saying, "Hey, I really like your stuff, definitely," and
Yeah.
that's worth something in my book, at least.
Oh yeah, definitely. And it does make me a little. It does make me happy.
Yeah, I mean, where's how many users are on Twitch all the time? Like 10 something million or something like that. Statistically speaking, somebody is going to connect with you on a personal level. I mean, like, they like your personality, the way that you are.
Hmm.
It's bound to happen. It's bound to be, it's a statistical impossibility that you just don't find anybody unless you just stare at the screen and don't even move. But
Yeah, I know. I know. Ratmos likes my stream. I know Zoe likes my stream. I know. Um.
I like your stream.
I, yeah, you like my stream. I'm trying not to leave anybody out because I feel so bad. Gwendolf, they also like my stream. They came by and watched for a little bit.
Yeah, and at least the streams that I've been at, I like the fact that you stop the game if something more interesting is happening on the chat, and you kind of just go with it. Like what happened with the what is it, the Wikipedia game, that we just kind of got
Hmm.
chatting into it, and it just became a full on tangent, and I started timing you to see how much you did good though. But that was such a
How
great
dare you time me?
but that was such a great moment though, because I didn't even know about that game, never heard of it. And so you just start doing it, and I'm learning something new, and I'm that type of person. If I'm learning a new skill, like, that's my jam. That's what I like. This is why
Yeah.
I've gotten into this. And then you randomly messaging me one day, and my first thought, because I'm a very shy person, and I'm also very
Mhm.
cynical. So when you started messaging me, I was like, okay, here we go. It's just another person trying to ask me to sell their services, whatever. But then you start like saying, "Hey, I can't hear your mic very well. See if you can turn up the volume. See if you can do this. See if you can do that." And you keep
Hmm.
like interacting, and I'm like, "Wait a minute. This is an actual real person. I'm having an actual
Hmm.
conversation here." And
Yeah. If I go to small streamers with 1 or 2 views, and I can't hear them, or I say something that can be approved without being a butthole about it, I would be like, hey, I can't hear you, or hey, your screen's black, or hey, how you doing? I'm hearing a lot of static. You know, I will try my best to help that person what I can. That has done a lot for people. I would randomly just pop into small streams. I will just if it's in my gaming type like Stardew Valley, those people, there's a lot of people streaming that. A lot of people have 1 or 2 views. Minecraft, there is tons and tons and tons of people with 1 to 2 views, and I'll pop in there and I'll see what I can do to help them.
Yeah, I generally do that. I used to do that more with YouTube, because I'm like a chronic YouTube watcher. I love this stuff.
I love
Like,
YouTube.
yeah, I have like a doctorate in YouTube University. Um, I mean, I'll sit down and I'll listen to a 4 hour video essay on Elder Scrolls, just talking about the elves, that type of stuff. And sometimes it's these people that have like 10 subscribers, and I'm like, dude, what the hell? How do you have 10 subscribers? And you kind of start engaging with them. And the cool thing about it is that since you follow them, you check in from time to time and you see them growing in followers and subscribers, and you're like, oh my god, my baby is growing up,
Yeah.
and one day it's 10 followers, another day it's 10,000, and you're like, my god, I remember when this guy was just trying to finagle around with the microphone and he just couldn't handle it and this and that, but now look at him. I like that stuff. It's like you're watching character development live, and you're
Oh yeah.
seeing this person's life change.
Oh yeah. Like there's a streamer, there was a YouTuber I came across. I used to really love the game Hello Neighbor. Maybe is it
Yeah,
Hello Neighbor? Is that the one where you?
some creepy guy is following you when you go into his house.
Actually, that's not the one I'm talking about. Oh my goodness, what is the name of that game? Hold on, I'll find it. Not My Neighbor. It's called. Um, there's this YouTuber, and I found him just going through, my YouTube PC when I want to play, and I was really addicted to this game called That's Not My Neighbor. And I was really addicted to watching it, and this guy's name is Die Dev Die, and I only saw him with 5k, not 5k, I'm sorry, 500 followers, which is a lot, but not that lot for YouTube, right?
Hmm.
And then now just looking at his channel, he has 307 370,000
Wow.
subscribers now.
You see
And
that
I
that's
am
great.
very proud of him.
Yeah, in the background you're like, I'm so proud of you, babies.
Yeah, I'm like, I am proud of this guy.
Yeah.
And he's recent new. I think he's only been streaming for a year.
Yeah.
Not streaming, I'm sorry. YouTube. Let me see. No, 9 years technically, but he's gotten more popular in the last year.
Yeah, I mean, it feels like it's like a snowball effect that once you get to that point that a certain group of followers just start subscribing, it's like a snowball. It just keeps growing and growing exponentially. It gets to a point that you're like, oh my god, you were at 10,000 and now you're at 300,000. What the hell? What happened?
Yeah, that's also how I feel with Jacksepticeye. He just keeps growing and growing and growing, and I'm just so proud of him.
Yeah, I mean, before I started all of this, because I've been into the video game industry, games and stuff. I've been ingesting all of this stuff for almost 30 years, and I'm not dating
Mhm.
myself here, but I've been gaming since I've been 2 years old, and even
Mhm.
when YouTube started, I thought like, man, this would be such a cool idea for me to do, but I was so um, insanely shy that the idea of having a camera on me and uploading this and somebody judging it or commenting on it, it was absolutely terrifying. And
Mhm.
it's now that I've gotten the courage to start streaming, start, exposing myself, being vulnerable to a certain sense, and being open to criticism, because some people are going to be like, yo, I get the idea of what you were trying to go with, but it didn't work. It didn't work right now. You should change some of these things. And
Mhm.
so it is difficult, but when you have these sporadic moments of kindness like what you did, it inspires you to keep moving forward. I mean, just let me give you a little snippet of what's been going on since I met you. I started taking hints from what you're doing the rating stuff, connecting with other streamers that stream more or less the same type of stuff, connecting with people on your Discord, on Alune's Discord, and it's gotten to a point that I've just met two independent game developers that they're doing their own thing. I don't know if you've seen from time to time that I chat with them on the general chat.
I see that.
Yeah, and I've connected with them, and they've been kind enough to show me their game, and I know that for a creator, that's big because it's like you're showing your heart right here, and both of them have been inspired to, hey, you know what? I'm going to get back into this. I'm going to keep developing it because right now I wasn't in the mood. I kind of got off of it. But now that you're playing it, now that you're engaging with it, I can definitely see what I wanted to do with this. And I want to get back on it. And I'm like, wow, that's awesome. It feels so good to have somebody, be inspired by just you playing their work. And that's great. And so it's funny how that kindness begets kindness thing happens with you, with extending your hand with me, and then me with other people, and it just kind of keeps going forward. And that was great. That was a great experience. And I know that there's more to it. There more things are going to happen. So, I'm a fan of what you do. I'm a fan of your channel. I'm a fan of your personality. And I know that maybe in the back of your head, there's this little gobbling saying, oh, he's just saying that because he's interviewing me. But you need to understand that I've made so much progress because you've been kind enough to just give this free advice and give this free time to just help. Because one thing is giving money or donating to a channel, but one thing that everybody has in this world, and it's more valuable than that, is time. I appreciate when people give me time, not a donation. When you give me your time to help me, that is worth a million. That's why when Alune was making my PNG, the fact that she turned on a stream, even though it was like, 4 o'clock in the morning where she was, and she started doing it from scratch. And she was there with me throughout the whole stream for 4.5 hours. That's the part that I appreciated the most, and yeah. And that's why I keep my PNG as my profile here on Discord, because it's like, man, it's my PNG. Let me tell you about this PNG. This PNG took exactly 4 hours, And at the same time, Alune was telling me, hey, this was a challenging one for me because I already have templates. But since I had to do one more male-like, I was challenged. And I do appreciate that she decided to turn on a stream and just do it. And that's brave. And to me, that is worth like a lot. Just the time given. And I think that that's like the most, the awesome thing about this type of community, that you start connecting with just people that are like-minded, and you start proving the internet wrong, because you tend to think like, oh, you're gonna find that the internet is just weirdos and people that just want to take advantage of you. And surprise, surprise, you find somebody that's just willing to be like, hey, I'm just trying to help you out, do whatever you'd like, but if you ever need me, I'm here. And that's great.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm happy I reached a hand out to you after I saw your advertisement.
No, thank you. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I hope that this project grows more and it can extend to other people. I mean, I'm really appreciative of it.
Yeah, no problem.
All right, so I don't want to take any more of your time. Before I let you go, do you want to plug something, your socials? You want to mention anything?
On my socials, it's just Shiro Lee 1029, TikTok, X, Instagram, Twitch, and Twitch. Please come watch me on Twitch if you like my content. I also have a YouTube. I'm just trying to get that started.
Yeah, I haven't forgotten about you. I'm helping you out with that too. I'm halfway through on your stuff.
I appreciate it. Yeah, if you guys want to come watch me follow my content, that's amazing. If not, that's also okay. Nah, I'm not for everybody, but I'm ADHD. I love the color purple, and I love cozy stream games, and that's about it.
So that's all the time we have with our interview. I'd like to thank Shiro for giving us the time and space to get to know her better. And all her links will be in the description below. And thanks again. See ya.
Bye!
Bye.